Hi, and welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Karen Barnes, and I'm an accountability coach at Serendipity Action Coach of Central North Carolina. Today, I'm so excited to have my friend Contillus Archie-Myers, the owner of New Dimensions Hair Studio, with us today. And she's going to talk, she's been in business a long time, and she recently won a grant from the local Chamber of Commerce. So we're going to talk about the lessons that she has learned over her nearly 30 years in business. Is that right?
30
And
years do it, yes.
it's
30 years,
amazing.
20 years in business.
Whew, man. And we're going to get a sneak peek into what it's really like to run a busy hair studio. So let me take care of a little housekeeping first. If you're new to the channel, pop all those buttons, click that like, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new episodes and awesome interviews with these business owners that we are dropping on our YouTube channel about every week. All right, you ready to get started, Contillus?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready. Thank you for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. This is going to be fun. So tell us a little bit about the business. Give us an overview of the business and how you got started.
Okay, I'm first of all, again, I'm Contillus Archie-Myers, and I'm the owner and master stylist of New Dimensions Hair Studio, the Triad. Um, I have actually this year, January 24, was my 20th year anniversary owning the salon. I've been doing hair over 30 years. Just as a hobby. Then I went to school for it, and then I made a career out of it after realizing I didn't want to punch a clock for corporate America.
Mm.
So this is me. This is what I do. This is what I love. Um, I have been in business, like I said, for 20 years, same location, and that's a tremendous milestone. And I have a staff of 2, including myself, and I love what I do.
So I love talking to entrepreneurs who started as a side hustle, right? This was your hobby. And then you said, I'm not happy where I am. I'm going to go take the chance. I'm going to start my own business, right? That's
Yes,
amazing. And congratulations, because you're
thank
right.
you.
That is a massive, massive milestone. So let's talk about what makes your business so special. What has kept it thriving for all 20 years that you've been around? So what makes your business unique? What makes those folks keep coming back time and time again?
Off gate, when I opened up the business, I worked at 2 different salons before I opened up my own, very briefly. And I took the good with the bad, and I just kind of combined what I wanted and what I didn't want. So New Dimension sets itself apart, first of all, because it's a new dimension. And the name speaks for itself. We don't have a wait time. We are strictly appointments only now since COVID, and I adopted that and I kept it. So we are
Mm-hmm.
strictly appointments only. And your appointment time is your appointment time. It's no waiting. You're not in there all day and all night due to the stereotypes of beauty shops. And your appointment time is your appointment time. There's no drama. We into healthy hair, and we service everyone, men, women, children, all.
So one of the things that you and I talked about earlier was this grant that you won, this grant money that you
Yeah,
were awarded. You didn't win it, you earned it, right?
I'm big.
But you were doing something really special with that money that pertains to, well, you were inspired by your grandson. Can you tell us that story?
I'm gonna try to tell it without crying because I love what I do.
Yeah, it's
So
evident.
I applied for this grant. First of all, I'm the second. I'm the second. I've earned it the second time. So I've earned it twice.
Nice.
This time was a little bit different because I actually put a salon inside of my salon. And the salon inside of my salon is actually called the Serenity Suite.
Hmm.
And it was very inspired by my grandson. He's 4 years old. He is my absolute heart. Like that's my absolute heartbeat. He was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2, nonverbal autism. And we took him to the barbershop to no avail.
Hmm.
So with this grant money that I was honored to get from the city, Greater Winston-Salem, I did it in honor of him. for autism. So the Serenity Suite will operate as a unique needs. I don't like to say special needs because it's unique needs for autism is the main one. And then I also partnered with Bridges to Hope for domestic violence. And then I'm also in the process of partnering with cancer services for cancer survivors. And the reason I put the salon inside of a salon, a suite, is because it's private. Everything you need is in that one suite. You don't have to move. Nobody sees you. It's one-on-one. And back to the question is the autism. So I am passionate about autism kids, adults, anybody with a unique needs. And I actually got certified yesterday.
Hey, congratulations. What's your certification? Oh, hey, congratulations. That's awesome.
A sensory safe stylist is what we're known for. So now we are actually national for the sensory safe solutions.
That
So
is
with that
amazing.
being said, we are nationwide on the website of Sensory Safe Solutions, and we'll be known to service autism kids and adults.
You are a true entrepreneur because you saw a problem, right?
Yes,
You saw a solution. You went out and found money to fund it, and then you
yes,
did it. And now
I
you're
did it.
partnering to grow your business. Like, I just love that.
Yes,
Absolutely, absolutely love that.
thank you.
So, other than the Serenity Suite, which is incredible, I mean, honestly, I've never heard of another hair studio doing anything like that. So huge. What's something that you wish more people knew about your business?
That we're here and we're open, and that we service everyone. It's my motto is the salon of excellence and integrity, and that's what we live by. We have empathy for everyone. Our prices are very reasonable compared to what some other prices are.
Yeah,
And we service everyone. We treat everybody equal. We deal with everybody's needs upon their need basis.
that's
And the
awesome.
main thing is healthy, inside and out. When people
Mm,
sit in our chair, it's not just, oh, do my hair. We become everything. We become a therapist, a license. We become an auntie, a sister, a mom. We become everything. And it's wonderful to just be able to minister to people that sit in your chair and trust you.
mm. You just completely reframed the way that a lot of people probably think about going to get their hair cut,
Yeah.
right? And actually, I'm getting a haircut today. Can't you tell I need one? But
Come see me.
you're exactly right. I mean, you do have an ongoing relationship with this person, and you are just, you're there as a support. So you mentioned that you want more people to understand that you're here, which sort of, I'm going to shift gears on us a little bit because that's a little bit of a marketing challenge, right?
Okay.
People just aren't aware that you're there. So, what's the marketing strategy that you use? How are you letting people know that you are here, and what's your message?
That is actually a weak strategy for me, and I can admit it. I literally have all of the social media channels.
Mm-hmm.
I post, I need to post more. I know I do. But it is pretty much word of mouth,
Mm-hmm.
referrals from loyal clients,
Mm-hmm.
Google. A lot of people Google and come in from out of town, move from out of state, and I'm in the top 3 of the Google search.
Good for you. Very
So
smart.
yeah, so the marketing tools right now to me is Google. The marketing future for me is social media.
Nice. Nice. You seem like a smart businesswoman, so I have no doubt that you're going to crack that nut.
Thank you.
So as you look back on your years in business, right, and you celebrate 20 years of being your own studio owner, right? I'm sure that you have, like all business owners, just hit some roadblocks, run into some big challenges. So share with us what some of those challenges have been and what are the lessons that you've learned across the 2 decades you've been in business?
Um, I can honestly say I make it look easy.
Ah, aren't you lucky?
I make it look easy. And the reason I say that is because we're human. A business is a business. The back office is the back office. But when I stand behind the chair, it's completely different. So honestly, the biggest hurdle and the biggest challenge was being forced, not by choice, to close down when COVID hit.
Yeah.
So all of these years, I was good. I'm still great. And COVID was the main thing that was a very huge challenge for me. And
Mm-hmm.
that leads me back to the grant money because I was a recipient for the second one. And it was right after COVID. So with the grant money, the first time I received it, it helped me stay afloat and keep my head up and
Yeah.
keep the business open from the COVID funds that I did, from the grant funds that I received. And it helped me keep going. And that's been what, 3 years ago, maybe?
Gosh, doesn't it feel like
Yeah,
just yesterday?
right.
How long were you closed for COVID?
COVID, we were closed for, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months,
Mm-hmm.
maybe give or take a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact date, but I remember the notice. And I literally sat in my office and bawled, crying, like, I want to be closed because I want to go on vacation. I don't want to be closed because you're making me close.
Yeah.
So it was a
Yeah.
big challenge to be forced to close and not by
Mm-hmm.
choice.
Mm-hmm. So let's look forward a little bit, right? You strike me as a very positive, forward-looking business owner. So like, how do you approach goal setting? What are some of the goals that you have for the business for the next, let's say, 3 to 5 years?
My goal setting is if I write it down, I'm going to make it happen. I write it down and I share it. If I share it to my board members, it's going to happen. If I share it with my sister, it's going to happen. So if I write it down, it's going to happen. So that's my goal planning. If I don't write it down, it really don't mean nothing to me.
Mm.
So in 3 to 5 years, I really want to see the Serenity Suite take off and running to service the people that I opened up that I will open. The Serenity Suite is actually not even open yet. The grand opening is March the
Oh,
22nd.
oh, all right.
So the secret is out of the bag. You got it first. Nobody else
I
has got
got the
it yet.
scoop.
So once the Serenity Suite opens, my marketing tool is going to be targeted towards autism, domestic violence survivors,
Mm-hmm.
and cancer survivors.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm just in awe of your big heart as well as your big talent. So, one of the things that you talked about is you have a small team, but I think if we think about it, really everyone that you sits down in your chair feels like they're part of your team, the way that you talk about your clients. So like,
Yeah.
how would you describe your leadership style and maybe how it's changed over the years based on what you've learned?
Um, every day is a growing moment for me. Every day I
Mm,
wake up and go service my clients and the community. It's a stepping stone.
mm,
It's funny that you asked me that because I write down stuff, but I
mhm,
don't brag on myself. It just comes natural. So to hear people say they appreciate me and everything I add to their life and everything that they value about me, it's just like, wow. It's just me being me. It's
mm.
no commercialized stuff. It's just me. You get me. What you say is what you get. Like, So to hear people appreciate me and the genuineness of me is amazing.
I love that you have the confidence to walk through life that way. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. You're very lucky. All right, so let's shift gears here a little bit, Contillus. We're going to do some speed round rapid fire questions. All right, I'm going to ask you a short question. You're going to give me a short answer. It's like a game show. All right, you ready? Here we go. What is the key to success for you?
Communication, budgeting,
Mm.
and go get it.
All huge, good advice. Speaking of which, what is your one bit of advice for other business owners?
If you want to do it, go do it. Regardless of what the business is, it's a market out there. What's for you is for you. Go get it. Go after your dream.
What is one book or podcast or something that you're reading or learning from that you want to recommend to folks who are watching or listening today?
Right now, currently, I am reading Beyond Midnight by the Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough.
Oh, yeah.
And that is actually an awesome book. I'm not getting
Nice.
paid to promote this book.
You know what?
But
I
you
didn't even
asked
know
me
he had a book out.
question, and in the midst of what you asked me, that's what I'm reading right now at this current moment.
Nice. And if this is actually my favorite question, I love this question. So imagine that you had a little pot of magic pixie dust. It would fix anything, right? And you could sprinkle it anywhere on your business. What area of your business would you sprinkle your magic pixie dust on?
Growth.
Mm.
Growth to be a light, a beacon light in somewhere other than Winston-Salem.
Ah, so you want to expand into other geographies.
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. I like the way you dream big. And our next to last question today is, what's inspiring you today?
My grandson. My grandson is my inspiration. He is my everything. And it's just been 4 years of having him, and I love him to pieces.
Oh, we
And
couldn't tell at all.
He's my inspiration. He's my why.
I love it.
At this moment, he's my why. Before him, it was just, I'm doing it. It was no why. I'm just doing it. But because of him, he's my why. And I'm going to keep going and keep going and keep going until people realize autism is love. Autism awareness is, people need to know. And it is what it is.
You're on a mission, not just to make people look good and feel better about themselves, but to learn along the way and to accept others.
Self-esteem is everything, and that's for everybody.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, where can
Thank
people
you.
find you on social media and if you have a website, give us all the places we can find you.
The website is www.newdimensions hair studios with the S, and new is NU, not NEW. And then on Instagram is New Dimensions, NUDIMENSIONS.com. And then on Facebook is also New Dimensions Hair Studio.
All right. Awesome. Contillus, this has been just a rollicking good time. And I have to tell you, I'm inspired by you.
Thank you.
I am inspired by your persistence and your resilience and your big heart for others. So thank you so much for being with us today. And I look forward to everybody hearing all the pearls of wisdom that you dropped on us today. And I know that you're going to have a very bright future ahead of you with your big vision. Thank you so much. Please tune in next time for our next conversation with an amazing business owner. And until then, let's get growing, man. Come on, let's do it, right, Contillus? Let's go, let's do it. All right, take care.